Welcome to this evening's flight. We are here at Friedman Memorial Haley Airport. We landed here last night in a 737 shooting an NDB Alpha. And we're going to fly out of here in a Bonanza F33. Haven't flown it in a while. So, hope it all goes smooth. And looking forward to it. I don't even know if I've ever done GA into this airport, but as you can see, the surroundings are fantastic as far as the scenery goes. Excuse me, it's a pretty straightforward flight. We're gonna follow a road down to a river, and then follow the river to the other location, Idaho Falls. But the scenery flying into here is really nice. So I'm hoping that my flight plan is going to take us relatively the same direction we came in last night, just at a lower altitude. We came in here, we were setting out of cruise altitude for an airliner, and we're going to be doing something a little bit more typical in a single engine prop. So let's get it going. This is a, I believe this one is either from the, it's either like just a Lego brick from the, can't remember if I got it from the org or if it's a part of the, what do you call it, the gateway, But it definitely serves the purpose. It's custom made. People laid out stuff. It's time to make it look like a nice little airport. I have no experience with the real airport, so. Crazy Italian, hey, how's it going, dude? We haven't flown the Bonanza in quite a while, and as you can see, by default, it came up with the tie downs attached, so I guess we could do the full walk around and untie everything. This is a cool airplane to fly. It's a great VFR cruiser. It's a great little IFR plane with a reality expansion pack set up with it as well. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's see. Let's hope I do this right. Hope I do it right and it all goes smooth. I already went through like the maintenance part just to double check, make sure that it was okay. Let's just put my chubby 240 pounds in the left seat. I'm going to take my dogs. Oops. Oops. No. What happened here? 30. And let's just do 30 in each. That doesn't let you. Alright. And apply. Cool. So let's pull up the kneeboard. And let's make sure. Yeah, it does work. Alright. Seat backs, parking brake is where are you? Oh, you know what I need. Oh no, it's good. Okay, never mind. Parking brake set. Avionics are off. Yep. Circuit breaker's in. Landing gear lever down. Cowl flaps open. I think I have that set. I do. Okay. Pull open. Alright. Light switches are off. Fuel selection valve is full as tank. Let's make sure that it's on. Whoa, what is? Ooh, we gotta be careful of that. Okay. Selection valve. Let me set my timer. Alright, where were we? So, fuel selector valve, battery switch on. Where are you? Oh, it's here. Quantity indicators. Oh, you know what? Let me just check my volumes. Sound. I forget what I usually do with this. I think we leave everything up, but the radio's there, and the environmental maybe like here. I think that does the wind noise. I don't remember. We'll adjust as needed. Quantity indicators are looking equal. Beacon light on. And mixture full rich. Prop high RPM. Throttle full open. Auxiliary pump. Tilt stabilized. Throttle 1/4 inch. And magneto to start. Alright. Up and running. Hope you can hear me okay still. Okay, oil pressure's looking good. Yep, no problems there. External power wasn't used. Alternator's gonna come on. It's slightly on the, just shy on the positive side there, so we're charging. Engine indication's looking normal for now. Starter energized off. Avionics is required. Okay, and then after that we can taxi. We gotta give a call to ATC. So let's this is our route. It's about 100 and something miles. Let's click on this to see it. 190. Okay, so that's cool. We'll put it down over here. And we'll just pull up the airport diagram here. ATIS 128 225. Let's see if we can get it in over here. Let's come.
Starting runway 13. Visual approach is in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo. Haley Friedman Memorial Airport. ATIS information Romeo. 0155 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Temperature 17. Dew point 11. Altimeter 3006. Arriving runway 31. Departing runway 13. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo. Haley Friedman Memorial Airport. ATIS information Romeo. 0155 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Temperature 17. Dew point 11. Altimeter 3006. Arriving runway 31. Departing runway 13. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo.
Alright, well, we're
Haley
5300.
Friedman
Let's go
Memorial
to
Airport. ATIS information Romeo. 0155 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition,
do
clear.
8500
Temperature
initially.
17.
Although
Dew point 11. Altimeter
9500 makes more
3006.
sense.
Arriving runway 31. Departing runway 13. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo.
Alright,
Haley Friedman Memorial.
so we have Romeo. What other frequency do they have here? So it's just tower and ground. There's no clearance delivery. So 121.1. Oops. And tower 125.6. Alright. That works. Cool. What else do we need? Nothing at the moment. I guess we'll go over here. So we take some basic notes. Haley ground, Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo. We're requesting a flight following to Idaho Falls. We're a type Bonanza BE33 VFR 3 intended 9,500. I think that's what he needs. Hopefully I'm on right. You can hear me. I don't think I came through. Maybe got the wrong number. Oh, let me look. 120.7. Duh. Okay, that's why. That would make sense.
Remember 34 Juliet, connect Seattle Center 132.6.
User error. Okay, let's try it again.
November 7234 Juliet, connect Seattle Center 132.6.
Okay.
132.6.
Would you say Los Angeles Center? Is that who he was handing off to? Haley ground Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo, requesting flight following to Idaho Falls, where a Type Bonanza F33A, VFR cruising 9,500.
Number 7234 Juliet, Seattle Center, Roger, the Moses Lake altimeter 2980.
And U.S. going to do that. You wait for a minute, you're like, alright, let me wait for a
Number
second.
576 Tango Bravo, say again.
Number 576 Tango Bravo, we're a Type Bonanza BE33, and we are going to be flight following to Idaho Falls, 9,500.
Number 576 Tango Bravo, you ready for taxi?
Negative. We just need I'm not sure if you want us to have a transponder code.
Number 576 Tango Bravo, transponder code is not going to be much of a use. Salt Lake Center is non-radar there, so once you get airborne, once you're about, let's say 20 miles away from the airport, you can call them and call for flight following.
Okay, do you have a frequency for us, or we can just look it up, no problem? Alright, so...
frequency will be 118.05.
Okay, thank you, 118.05, Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo. Alright, so... at least we have that. Let me just write that down somewhere here. I should just put it here. 118.05.
Salt Lake clearance, good evening. Delta 505 with Sierra.
Thanks, Ryan.
Down to Phoenix.
Okay, so we'll call him back right now. Just tell him that rated taxi. We'll let him know that we're by the main hangars, midfield. Actually, you know what? Before I call him, I'll just taxi out over to here because I think I'm like over here facing this direction, so we're not even near the taxiway yet.
Roger. Delta 505, solid clearance clear to the Phoenix Airport, Arches 1 departure, Milford transition then asphalt. Maintain 10,000 and 230 knots. Squawk 6554.
Said they had to go.
Delta 505, clear down to Phoenix, Arches 1 departure, Milford transition, then asphalt. Climb maintain 10,000 and do not exceed 230 knots.
I'm over here facing this way, so I'm going to make a right.
Delta 505.
Delta 505, read that correct.
Going field clearance, King Air 221 Extra Golf. Good evening, IFR to Portland.
Number 221 X-ray Golf, Boeing clearance on request.
Oh wait, guys, we never even did the damn walk around. Alright, I'm going to see if I can cheat this, because I really don't feel like shutting everything down. I forgot we had toggle static elements. Let's see if we got lucky. Alright, cool. We're good.
Number 215 Alpha Juliet, release for departure, clearance boarding panel off in 5 minutes.
How do you say your name? Is it Ififi? How's it going? I think I said the other day, but I wasn't sure how to say it. Alright, we're good. Little brake check. No, we're just getting started.
Number 221 X-ray Golf, cleared at the Portland Airport. Canned 8 departure. Further vectors, the Seattle VOR. Helen 6 arrival. Climb via the SID.
Look at this guy with his car.
2564.
King Air 221 X-ray Golf.
You're supposed to yield to me.
Cat 8 departure, Seattle transition, radar vectors to Seattle,
Bastard.
and L16 arrival, climb Beta 6, and squawk 2564, 1 X-ray Golf.
King Air 1 X-ray Golf, feedback correct.
Supposed to be I Fluffy. Oh, okay. So it's I Fluffy? I'll try to remember that. Okay.
At Portland ground, good evening. King Air 221 X-ray Golf, Northwest GA. We have information hotel ready for taxi.
Excuse me.
Remember 221 X-ray Golf, point ground, runway 14 right, taxi via Bravo.
14 right via Bravo, 221 X-ray Golf.
Alright, let's give him a call. So, we still have Romeo. And we're like mid, I don't know, I guess I can call in section 2. Should I just tell him that? Section 4. Midfield hangars. Just south of the midfield hangars. Haley ground, Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo is by midfield hangars, ready to taxi.
Remember 576 Tango Bravo, runway 13, taxi via Bravo.
13 via Bravo, Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo.
Roger. Roger.
All right. We're getting squirrely here, guys. This is a Carenado plane. This is a Carenado, and it's got the reality expansion pack by SimCoders.
November 5 Alpha Julie, ready to contact 3 miles east of the Salem Airport. And contact Seattle Center now 135.15. Number 215 Alpha Juliet, Seattle Center, call and maintain flight level 330.
Yeah, it's a really cool plane. I like it a lot. I think it's got a great panel, fun plane to fly, very versatile. It's a great GA plane for PilotEdge. Yeah. And what I love about it too is like the really nice big instruments here, but yet a big window view outside, you know, and single engine, so you can really see, you know, the twin engine, the Baron, the 58, is a great plane too, but the end just come out like really big, kind of block your view. So
Salt Lake ground Delta 505
VFR
with
is
Sierra
awesome.
ready taxi.
Delta 505, solid ground, runway 34 left, taxi via Bravo.
Yeah, so that's what I like about this airplane. You can indicate somewhere between, depending on your altitude, of course, anywhere between 135 and 150, and you know, obviously the true airspeeds are higher, so you can cover some decent ground with it. So, if you don't get the reality suspension pack, it actually cruises a little faster, which apparently is like not accurate. But you know, if you don't care about the numbers, then it don't matter. All right, let's switch over to tower, and then also put in what was it, the 118.05. Kind of just tucked the knee. I used to.
Albuquerque clearance delivery Southwest 5001 information Quebec. Request type clearance to Phoenix.
Okay. Oh, he's waiting for clearance. Let me take that.
Southwest 5001, I'm taking clearance. I don't have a flight plan on file.
Roger, I'll call company back.
Northbound ground, November 817 Kilo Alpha, radio check.
Solid clear.
Northbound ground, proceeding to November 817 Kilo Alpha, looking for vehicle clearance and a pass.
Guy's loud, but I don't know how clear he is.
November 817 Kilo Alpha, northbound ground, runway 31, taxi via Alpha.
31 taxi via Alpha, 7 Kilo Alpha.
Alright. There's a little scoop of ice cream delay there.
Albuquerque clearance information Quebec Southwest 4703 request IFR clearance to Phoenix.
Yeah. You got your HSI, ADF, well basically RMI, the NAV2.
Southwest 4703, cleared to the Phoenix Airport, Roadrunner 3 departure, Zuni transition, Eagle 6 arrival, flying via the SID, squawk 5544.
Alright, clear to Phoenix, Zuni 3 departure, Roadrunner 3 departure, Zuni transition, and then Eagle 6 arrival, climb via the SID, 5544 for the squawk, Southwest 4703.
Southwest 4703, read back, correct.
Haley Tower, Bonanza 576, Tango Bravo is by 13, ready for departure.
Number 576, Tango Bravo, Haley Tower, departure to the east is approved, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Okay, we'll depart to the east, clear 13, takeoff for runway 13, Bonanza 576, Tango Bravo.
Salt Lake Tower, 221 extra golf, holding short, 14 right.
Number 221 extra golf, Boeing Tower, wind 18 at 7, runway 14 right, clear for takeoff.
The trim is insanely
right,
fast.
Clear for takeoff, 221 extra golf.
On this particular model, for some reason, you gotta like just tap it a little bit at a time.
Salt Lake Tower, Delta 505, holding short, runway 34 left, ready for departure.
Delta 505, Salt Lake Tower, turn left heading 260, wind 340 at 7, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
West at 260, clear for takeoff, runway 34 left, America. Air correction, Delta 505.
Positive rate. Might have to adjust that wind noise. I don't know, does it have like a headset jack you can click on and it does that feature? Never even thought of that. Oh, I shouldn't have stopped like that. Let me put it right about there. So we're gonna follow that road straight down. Hey Caesar, what's going on?
Going to departure, Delta 505.
November 1 extra golf, connect Seattle departure.
Seattle departure, 1 extra golf.
Northbound Charles, that's November 8-1 from Kilo Alpha, one short runway 31 for
no, we're doing pilotage VFR.
Solid departure at a contact.
It's all visual.
Followable 230, proceed right arches. November 17 Kilo Alpha.
We'll stop at 7,500.
Right close traffic, runway 31, step takeoff, November 8 from Kilo Alpha.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll keep going up a little higher.
November 21 extra golf, Seattle departure at a contact, call maintain 15,000. Number 17744 extra, Roger. Number 1 extra golf, proceed direct Buzo, resume the correction, proceed direct Buzo and join the Helen 6 arrival. Number 1 extra golf, Roger, try heading to correction right to 190.
This is the one livery I actually made myself. I mean, I had some help initially, but then I figured out a bunch of other stuff that I tweaked.
Number 1 extra golf,
took me like
right
forever.
190. 505. Delta 505, roger, turn left heading 100, maintain 10,000.
Put that in. Put that there, heading.
Delta 505, vectors visual approach, runway 34 left.
Alright, so we're gonna like, basically follow this road. So just to show you what I've traced out so far, basically left, we're gonna follow the road to the right. I feel like have I made right turns at all? It's kind of going to the left. Let's make sure I didn't miss where I wanted to go. I think we're going the way we want. Hold on. My heading is 15. Actually, I think I ended up kind of going out this way.
Delta 505 showing you.
Let's see if we can see this magic reservoir. That's the magic reservoir over there. Alright, so let's head toward that. Oops. And let's put this climb rate just a little lower.
Number 1 X-ray Golf on that heading, join the Seattle 161 radial outbound and resume the Helen 6 arrival. That's now 7 Kilo Alpha, runway 31, clear for the option.
31 for the option, 7 Kilo Alpha.
Alright.
Delta 505, turn left heading 050.
Alright, so we're leveling off cruise. Let's see what is our power setting that we want to have at this point. So let's see what we can get with 65% power. The
November 1 X-ray Golf,
temperature is
126.6.
8 degrees Celsius about. We're at 9,500. Hey, Ellie Pod, how you doing, man? Doing all right. We're just taking a cruise.
Number 2
little
1 X-ray Golf,
VFR action.
Center, Roger, climb maintain 17,000.
So this is from -20. And this is standard. Let's see. We are at 9,500. And
Delta 505, Salt Lake Airport, 1 o'clock in 4 miles.
Say that would be about
Delta
0
505,
degrees
Roger, are you able to start the approach now, or do you want to extend further?
Celsius. Oh, I should put this at 2,300 for now, at least.
Okay, Delta 505, you can expect vectors to final then heading 100 and maintain 9,000.
Okay, so we're like, we're showing 8, we're basically 8 degrees, we're warmer than standard. We're almost like right between, you know, we're almost 10, so we're basically, halfway between whenever we end up here and there for this chart and the other chart. So
November 1774 Foxtrot Squawk 1356 at that maintain VFR.
2,300 manifold pressure. Let's see, this is 20.9, 20, so call it maybe 20.5. So we pull this back a little bit. Start there for now. And then fuel flow, which will work off the engine monitor here.
Delta 505, turn
so
right.
It's currently indicating 15.9, and we'll put it at 12.3, 12.7,
150.
maybe 12.5. Now I have like a hat like a scroll wheel that I use for this, and it can be quite sensitive sometimes. So we'll call that about 12.5. It's kind of bouncing around. So that's right around
0 miles northwest of the Avenal VOR. The
100 degrees east side.
2982. Say again your destination.
Hell yeah, absolutely. It's such a nice model, right? So we'll see somewhere, you know, how we do. Will we get? Let's see. Saying about 141. Let's see if we did the other one, the hotter side. Right over here, it's saying about between 9 and 10,000, 132 to 136. So if we did, like, interpolated all that again, I guess we'd be somewhere, you know, between the mid to 130s. So we shouldn't be too far off.
505, turn right heading 165.
So we'll take this and put it down here. And we've blown by the lake while we were...
3-1, clear for the option.
We just want to basically keep flying that way, I think. Oh, let's double check it. So we said we wanted to basically fly south. There's a road that was... we're basically right over here, so we're going to hang a turn and fly back that way. Alright, so we'll do that. Yeah, this is a great aircraft. Oh yeah, I know. You know what? I flew this airplane a lot in version 10. In fact, I delayed because I was flying more GA than anything toward the end of the version 10 run, and I delayed updating to version 11. I was waiting for this to get updated to version 11 because the version 10, when you flew it in version 11, it just acted very strange. It had a lot of issues. Yeah, it's amazing what we can do with this photo scenery now. Being able to pick off all of these details in the sectional chart. It just makes it so much better.
Southwest 4703. Permission for back request taxi to 108.
Southwest 4703.
Right, so we're approximately in this area. We're gonna see if we can spot the road with the power lines. Let me just zoom in over here.
Cessna 74 Foxtrot, connect Los Angeles Center 135.5.
Alright, so we obviously have some roads drawing in here. Don't see the power lines just yet, but X-plane sometimes a little delayed in drawing power lines, so we'll see how that comes through.
November 1 X-ray Golf, cross crater at and maintain 10,000. The Portland altimeter 2999er.
This lake looks pretty accurate to what we saw on the chart.
Delta 505, are you ready for the
basically this elongated area on the north side, and then spreading out.
360, descend to maintain 8,000.
So there's the elongated part, and it spreads out. And then comes off into a little river down here. And looks like that's coming right off that dam. And actually we could just ride that right into the road. So
Delta 505, be Salt Lake Airport north in 6 miles.
And then ultimately, that roadway is going to go on a heading
visual approach, runway 34 left.
In this area about 17 to 200. I feel like I'm a little off here. I gotta get used to that. Every time I click on the center of the heading bug, it's like it pushes it, syncs it up. See all the lava deposits out here, which is all over the sectional chart also. So all these depicted lava deposits. Out here. Unless they're going to be following, I think, this road.
Caller 73, contact Seattle Center 125.1.
Alright, so now we have a general idea that we think we're doing the right thing. Let's have another look. This is Route 93. We should come up on a town in a few miles.
Caller 73, Seattle Center, Roger.
Right over here under the airway called, I don't know, Shoshone.
Connect tower 132.65.
Let's click on the Salt Lake chart. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Right there. There should be a few rivers intersecting.
Salt Lake Tower, Delta 505, with you on the visual 34 left.
Delta 505, Salt Lake Tower, wind 3407, runway 34 left, clear to the left.
Go ahead, land 34 left, Delta 505.
Number 7 Kilo Alpha, runway 31, clear for the option.
Yeah, speed's pretty much right on. About 140. Oh, I forgot to start my timer. Alright.
November 24 Alpha Sierra, Jackson ground on request, Emma.
Timer's running.
November 34 Juliet, contact Seattle Center
126.6.
126.6.
So I think that's Shoshone over there. I don't know if you're still with us, Sally Pod. Did you pick this up for version 11? I think that Carenado actually improved on the engine sounds compared to what it was.
November 24 Alpha Sierra, clear to the Riverton Airport, Geyser 5, departure procedure. Now see intersection, then as filed.
Yeah, it used to have like a much more of a weed whacker sound.
Squawk 5731.
That has like that more of like a throaty sound. It's kind of nice.
November 4 Alpha Sierra, read back here.
Ah, yeah. That is definitely a nice airplane.
Seattle Center, Piper 7234 Juliet with you, 8,000 level.
Number 7234 Juliet, Seattle Center, Roger. The Boeing altimeter is 2996.
96.
Alright, yeah, it's definitely
Delta 4703, Albuquerque Tower,
Shoshone over there. You can see the road cutting through on the east-west, north-south. You can see how it's concentrated, so that probably glow a little bit at night, which is why it's hard to see that it's in yellow, because half of it's in blue from the airway. You can see that right there. Now we're going to take this over to the Snake River. I believe it's Snake River out through here. Here it is, Snake River. So we'll just cruise on this way. Head on east once we see that. Yeah, the TBM Toto hit a home run with that thing, huh?
November 1 X-ray Golf, connect point on approach 124.35.
124.35, T21 X-ray Golf.
Alright, what's the next thing we can identify along the way here? Well, we might see a substation.
November 221 X-ray Golf.
Although none of the power lines drew it, I'm kind of surprised. And south of that, there'll be some rivers. Oh, here it is, actually. Look at that.
Southwest 4703, connect departure.
Right there.
Tower 7 Kilo Alpha, runway 31, clear for the option. Delta 505, taxi around via Bravo, Echo, remain the frequency.
Did he offer like any suggested settings for the controls?
Southwest 4703, congregate departure, radar contact.
Sometimes that's like buried in the manual, you know.
November 5 Alpha Juliet, contact Salt Lake Center 121.15.
21.15, I'll see you later. 5 Alpha Juliet.
Alright, so here's the substation. And all the power lines shooting off of it.
Number 215 Alpha Juliet, Salt Lake Center, roger.
Out that way. And then the next point of interest is... well, we should be able to see Jerome County and the town of Jerome over here. Actually, here's the airport right here, I think. Iowa, how are you, buddy?
November 1 X-ray Golf, heading 180, vector to the airport, 10 descent of Alpha.
Here are some of those rivers that were depicted in the chart. There's these. Little tiny thin blue ones here, I guess.
November 1 X-ray Golf, heading 180, vector to the airport, to descend of Alpha, pressure maintain 6,000. Southwest 4703, connect Albuquerque Center 134.6.
Oh, and then here's Jerome, city of Jerome. So there's Jerome Airport right here. I'll turn it to the right a little bit so we can see it easier. It wants to turn a little on its own. Does it have a boat selector, or do you have to manage the fuel tanks yourself? Like, I'm wondering if it was imbalanced or something. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so here's the Snake River. One of the things that caught my eye about it in this area on the way in.
47 on 3 climbing through 17.1 via the sit.
Last night was how how much it dug into the terrain.
4703 Albuquerque Center, calling maintain flight level 340.
Flight level 340, Southwest 4703.
4 Alpha Sierra, only 1, taxi the Alpha.
There's a few trains going by.
King Air 1 Extra Delta, send us off, stretch to maintain 4000.
So we get to Idaho Falls. It's a nice airport. It's made it's a model done by Turbulent Designs, and it's quite nice detail in it. It's one of the better developers. They only make 2 airports for X-Plane, unfortunately, but hopefully they keep building them. They make that, and there's Saginaw, Michigan, which is really amazing.
Number 7 Kilo Alpha, runway 31, taxi BL.
Look at this. That is cool looking.
November 1 X-ray Golf, 1 airport, 12 o'clock, 20 bound.
Except for this road that got like totaled. Yeah, you know, that's funny you say that. One of the streamers, Fly Purdue, is saying something similar along those lines because he's flown there in real life enough times, I guess.
And remember, 1 X-ray Alpha can get you down to.
I always thought it was kind of an odd choice.
And if you don't get the field by then, you can check the ILS.
But for whatever reason, they chose it. At least they did a great job with it. At least they put Saginaw on the map for flight simmers. Well, flight-wise, though, I'll say it's like the ortho Google source is really impressive coming in there all in general, and then the airport itself is very nicely done. But
Number 7 Kilo Alpha, make right close traffic, runway 31, clear for takeoff.
I wonder what made them choose it, though.
King Air 1 X-ray Golf, descend to maintain 3000.
Yeah. Oh, it's gone. Need somebody to model a 3D bridge for it. Alright, so we're following the Snake River. Like 2 years ago, I did a whole VFR flight plan. Well, I have the link saved. It was like an 800-mile flight or something that would be taking the whole entire Snake River, basically from near Jackson Hole all the way out by Portland.
Over 24 Alpha Sierra,
I was like, yeah, one day I'm gonna do this in the Bonanza in like one day. Do it like, you know, what would that be, like 7 hours of flying, or break it up over 2 days, you know. But I haven't gotten around to it yet. It's pretty crazy to look at, like, this farmland. It just goes right up to the edge of the river.
November 1 X-ray Golf, descend maintain 2,100.
I wonder how old these lava deposits are. I mean, I just... Like, when did that happen?
Polar 73, descend at path discretion, maintain flight level 240.
We're getting one of those weird
Descend at discretion, maintain flight level 240.
wingtip vortices, courtesy of X-Plane.
Number 7 Kilo Alpha, runway 31, clear for the option. King Air 1 X-ray Golf, turn left heading 130, and have you broken out there? Number 1 X-ray Golf, expect ILS runway 2 right approach.
I'm actually, I was born in Lansing, Michigan myself. But I moved when I was 8. Kelvo, what's happening, dude? How are ya? Yeah, this area's pretty cool, right? Looks good. We're riding along the Snake River here.
King Air 1 X-ray Golf, turn left heading 100.
Plus my video card's upgraded, so all the extra VRAM lets me crank it up back to maximum. Still running compressed. I've never been one to run uncompressed, but
November 4 Alpha Sierra,
it's nice to have the extra detail back. I'm going to switch my fuel tank early because we were delayed. No, actually never mind. I want to run it a little extra on that tank. Never mind. 2080 Ti. I would have gotten a 1080 Ti, but they really weren't available. I mean, the prices that they were available, you're better off just spending the extra money and getting a 2080, but...
November 4 Alpha Sierra, contact 5 miles.
Yeah, I just wanted to get 11 gigabytes. Oh, nice, Alec. Did you buy it brand new, or did you buy it used? You know what, Italian? I would wait until that Super 2080 Ti gets released to see if they bump up the amount of VRAM on it. In addition, you never know.
Number 1 X-ray Golf, turn right heading 190.
I think it's supposed to happen, and I think it's supposed to happen this fall. As far as, you know, because it came out with those upgraded 2070s and 2080s, right? So cool, Alec. I hope it works great for you, man. Hey, Bad Turbulence, what's up, man? Oh, no kidding. Johnny's, what's happening, man? Thanks for following. Hope you're enjoying the view. We're just doing a little low and slow tonight.
King Air 1 extra golf, 6 miles from correction, 4 miles from Tolo, turn right heading 260.
Sick. This always looks cool to me, like how they made a irrigation circle just perfectly hugging the river right there, you know? Like squeezing in every little bit of farming they can in there.
Clear for the option.
Alright, so we have basically, we're coming on down here. I don't think, did we already pass Murtaugh Lake? We might have. That would have been kind of cool to spot. Hold on. Ah, look at those mountains out there. So here the river's swelling up a little bit more. Let's see. Okay, so we must be over here. Burley Airport intersecting little town here. That's going to be up here. I think it's going to be like up in this area.
Polar 73, connect Seattle Center 126.6.
Alright, so that's our alarm thing. Let's just switch.
Number 221 extra golf, Portland Tower, runway 28 right, clear to land, wind 2306.
Jet of Center, Polar 73, heavy with you, flight level 240.
Alright, so...
Polar 73, Seattle Center, cross ready at or above 16,000, the Seattle altimeter.
We'll leave it on the right tank for a few more minutes.
3000.
Cross ready at or above 16,000, QNH 3000, Polar 73 heavy.
Alec, what CP are you using it
Number
with?
7 Kilo Alpha, taxi around the Alpha, remain this frequency. Number 7 Kilo Alpha, you cannot switch to ground on your own when you land. You're going to have to stay with Tower until they tell you to switch to ground.
Hey, Mature Gaming, how you doing?
Roger.
Great fly fishing. Oh, yeah, I mentioned that before. Alright, so we said this is Burley Airport. We're actually on the south side of the river, even though our course has depicted up here. Oh, yeah, sure. No problem. Do a flyby. Let's do that for you. Yeah, it's a cool one, right? Colden Fargo, how's it going?
November 1 X-ray Golf.
This area is really nice to look at.
Alpha, or straight ahead, remain in frequency.
This is all zoom level 17 in Google. And Ortho4XP in 1.3 no longer has a Google limit. So you can just bang those tiles out now without getting the 24-hour ban.
73, connect schedule approach 125.6.
125.6, follow 73 heavy.
Yeah, Bing looks nice as well, definitely. Can't go wrong with it. Yeah, well, in 1.2, you had to do a modification. I mean, I remember I built like a ton of Google with the ban. You know, you had to like, I'd build like 3 tiles and then it would ban me, and then I'm like, all right, let me do 3 more or 4 more the next day. And I just kept chipping away at it. Then I paid for like a VPN service and did the majority of pretty much the rest of it that way. Oh, no. Then there was like a fix that you would copy paste this text into one of the Ortho4XP files, and that fixed the problem. But and then I did the rest of most of the areas of the US that I wanted in it. But then they applied that fix by default in Ortho4XP 1.30, so alright, we're gonna go that way. So let's turn to a heading of about 030 for now, I guess. Let's actually just turn north and catch back up with the river. Ryan, do you have any birthdays or occasions where somebody could get you a present coming up? Just say, hey,
Center Skyhawk 258 Lima Bravo on the ground.
I want to pay PilotEdge up for the year. Just do it all in one shot. You get 2 months for free when you do that, and then you don't worry about the bill.
Number 258 Lima Bravo Seattle Center, cleared to the Siskiyou Airport as filed. Maintain 10,000. Departure frequency 124.85. Squawk 3317. Hold for release.
Okay, cleared to Siskiyou as filed. Maintain 10,000.
I think
124.85 and 3317.
For both, yeah. For you do the full package.
Lima Bravo redirect. Release for departure now. Clearance void if not off in 20
minutes. And they both offer discounts, so you can.
Okay, cleared for departure and void if not off in 20 minutes for 8 Lima Bravo.
You could do the ZLA for the year and get a discount. You could do the Western US only and get a discount. Okay. So, one other thing I'll throw in there, especially since you're a private pilot in training, is that you're going to spend some time dedicated to just building your building your radio skills, right? You might even have some flights where you're just going into more controlled airspaces dealing with that. So the argument you can make for yourself is just that for basically 2 hours of flight time, you could get a year's worth of radio work over a wide area of the U.S. In other words, it's just it's the cost of 2 of your flight hours with instructor and aircraft rental. Maybe 3 if you're getting a great deal. So when you look at it that way, and then you got to measure in that when you spend those 3 hours on PilotEdge, but you really use it, you might end up saving some of that. You might get some of that back in proficiency in your communication skills from using it. So it's not like you just wasted it, you know what I mean?
November 34, Julie, normal approach, 119.2.
Or approach on 119.2.
Alright, so let's check this out. I remember seeing this in the chart. This is right over here. Basically, we are in a place called Lake Walcott, whatever. It is a refuge, so we should make sure we're at least 2,000 feet above it, which our radio altimeter is indicating we're 2,500 feet or higher, so that's good. You can see the little substation down there again, which was depicted on the chart as well. Power station.
Southwest 4703, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
3432, Southwest 4703.
Anyway, Ryan, that's just me being a bad influence, by the way. I love helping people spend their money on hobby stuff, so you can ignore me on that suggestion, but...
Yeah, we're extending Southwest 4703. We are cruising up 11340.
Southwest 4703, Albuquerque Center, descend via the Eagle 6 arrival, runway 6 transition, Phoenix altimeter 3000.
So the cool thing I Fluffy is that you can use the
runway 26 transition for Southwest 4703.
So let me just adjust the radio slightly. Okay. The cool thing.
February 17 kilo, negative ground on 820, taxi via Delta.
Fluffy, they have the these ratings that you can do. It's basically like, think of it as challenges or missions on PilotEdge, and the mission is just to be successful in either your communications and your navigation. So it gives you like these flights to do. They give you all the material that you need to practice it with, and then you can go online, do the flights as the script suggests, and they'll tell you if you're doing something wrong. And then when you're ready to make it count, you tell them, I'm going to do the Cat 2 rating, the Cat 3 rating. And then later on, when you finish all the Cat ratings, you do like the I ratings, which is like IFR stuff. And it incrementally steps you up in skill. So you get, and you can repeat them as many times as you want. Even if you pass it, you can just keep doing it so you get better and better and better at it. And it's fun. It gives you something to do. And you get feedback. You know, you can ask him for feedback, so it's really cool. He is, but he's a daytime guy, mature gamer. As far as I know, I haven't done much daytime lately, but he's mainly during the day. Yeah, it was great when he was able to stream, too.
Polar 73, there's a large
he is really good.
Precipitation over the airport now, heavy to severe precipitation. How do you want me to handle this? You want me to just vector in like normally, or going to hold somewhere?
Yeah, Goldie's fantastic as well.
73 rapid, maintain 7000, contact Seattle approach 133.65.
Yeah. See when you have time to take advantage of the trial. And then just do the trial and fly the hell out of it. Alright, let's see where we're at so far. So we just passed this lake. Continuing along.
November 5, Alpha Juliet, connect Salt Lake Center 132.4.
32.4 will be at 5 Alpha Juliet.
We're going to be... let's see, there's a Class Delta airport not too far ahead, but we will be above their airspace, so I'm not worried about it.
215 Alpha Juliet with Alpha 220.
215 Alpha Juliet.
So, oh, bust out the caravan, nice. Yeah, you should, man. Yeah, Keith's the only one that will stream
Alpha 73 Heavy, signal over stretch 4,000.
Stream PilotEdge right now. But he's the owner of the company, so oh yeah, I feel lucky that I have not gotten spoiled by VR yet, so I haven't even tried it.
Gray 1, still off, executive tower, make a left close traffic, runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Oh man, I never switched the tanks. Okay, let me look. Let's see how we're doing here. So, pretty equal.
In Seattle Center, Scott 258 Lima
So
Bravo,
let's
off
do
McNamara, passing through 600. We're going to start
this
the
tank.
ODP and let you select a vectors.
And I'm gonna reset my timer again.
Number 258 Lima Bravo, Seattle Center, right there.
Ident for A Lima Bravo.
Number 8 Lima Bravo, we're going to contact 2 miles north of the Crescent City Airport.
Sure gamer. Yeah. What? You know what? That's alright, because by the time I finally get it, it'll be that much more perfected. It'll be even higher resolution. Better support, you know? I remember when it first came out, and I was like, wow, that sounds really exciting. But it was total early adopter stuff, you know? Just knew that, like, the next one will be coming out not too long from now. But right now, I'm watching all this ortho in front of me on a 49-inch 4K TV, so that's about 20 inches in front of me. So it's like looking out a window. I know it's not as immersive as VR, but it's pretty damn cool. Cold and Fargo, I know what you mean. Like when you're wearing Trek IR and you tilt your head too much and your head sticks out the side of the window. I don't know. Anybody that's flying with VR, can you do that accidentally? Or does it help you stay inside the airplane?
Caller 73, 7 miles from Helzer, turn left heading 190, maintain 4,000 till stops and local laws are cleared, ILS 416 left approach.
Wow. That's amazing. I always thought it would be kind of weird too, like how do your eyes focus on something that close? I got a pretty big area of water. So this got to be, what is this? The American Falls Reservoir. Now, the other thing I hear people saying is like, it's hard to wear for more than 20 minutes. Is that still the case?
Southwest 4703, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
2865 Southwest 4703.
Cessna 7 kilo, runway 20, clear for the option. That was 4703, Phoenix approach, expect visual approach, runway 25 right. That was 4703, delete the speed restriction. November 345.
I wonder why this no longer works.
November 7234, fighting 250.
Unless they didn't turn it on or something, I don't know.
Caller 73, connect tower, Bonanza F33A.
Here's an airport down here. So that's got to be this American Falls Airport, single runway. It's pretty nicely lined up with the ortho there. Somebody took the time to make it.
Caller 73 Heavy, Seattle Tower 121014, runway 16 left, clear the line.
Calvo, that's funny. Oops. Okay, Iowa, gotcha. Oh wow, look at this. Just go on the other side of the river. That way when we look down at the river we can enjoy that. Am I sticking with the river or am I gonna, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna stick with the river.
Number 7 Kilo Alpha, runway 20, clear for the option.
And then this, it looks like it's Pocatello Airport, Pocatello Regional. Hey, Classified, how's it going? Yeah. It's blinding.
Denver Center, good evening. November 65 Alpha Whiskey, flight level 248.
So I think the river goes back up that way.
Real request 350 is final.
Number 653 Alpha Whiskey, Denver Center, call maintain, flight level 350.
Claim maintain 350, November 65 Alpha Whiskey.
I'm blinding poor birds. Yeah, well, the FAA, you know, they want us, although I guess it's within 10 miles, but... yeah, pretty good, Classified, thanks. Pretty big area population over there. So that's, oh yeah, City of Pocatello. You can see how like that rising terrain here. So it's population sandwiched between hills.
Number 5 Alpha Juliet, contact Salt Lake Center 133.25.
3225 up the 5 Alpha Juliet.
What's CR?
Number 7 Kilo Alpha, runway 20, cleared for the option.
Cedar Rapids, cool.
Number 215 Alpha Juliet, Salt Lake Center, Roger.
It's an Iowa thing. Whoa, look at this. So I guess it's this whole area right here. We're getting into like the marshland floodplain area with the rivers in it. It's all this here. Probably all swampy. Look at mature gamer. He's like stirring up the stirring it up over in the US.
Salt Lake Center, bearing 24 Alpha Sierra.
24 Alpha Sierra.
We'd like to request a VOR runway 10 at Ray Riverton. Can we start that here, just past road?
It's crazy how long the Snake River is.
River Frost Sierra.
Conditions of flight alone. IFR in zones with coverages VHF. Conditions of flight alone IFR in zones with... I don't understand what that means. I've never even seen that. What does that actually mean?
I'm not
understanding the context of that.
Descend and maintain 9,000.
Turn right 130.
Although there's an asterisk, it must be like something like a placard with an asterisk somewhere around here.
Affirmative.
Dallas 2703 Phoenix Airport, 2 o'clock, 13 miles. Dallas 2703, clear visual approach, runway 25 right.
You got these like random little hills coming out of the terrain. Now, what is it that you like about it, Ernie? What am I saying? Iowa.
November 34 Juliet, turn 10 degrees left.
Hey, Golden Fargo, thanks for following. There's another little town up here. So we're going to see, I think it's Blackfoot, Moreland,
9,000 till
Snake River,
cleared VOR 10.
and there's a destination. Elevation of destination is 4744. I guess I could just do this and pull that up. Let's see, at Blackfoot we're 19 miles, so I'll give him a call at about that time. Maybe we'll take it down to 7,500 in the meantime.
November 4 Alpha Sierra, traffic 11 o'clock at 6 miles opposite direction. Indicates 10,500 VFR, aircraft stepping up.
Looking for traffic, 4 Alpha Sierra.
Number 7 Kilo Alpha, runway 20, clear for the option. November 4 Alpha Sierra, traffic dispatch off your left wing now factor. Vertex 7 terminated through foundation of VFR on this frequency change approved.
Okay, we'll cancel frequency change approved, 4 Alpha Sierra.
aircraft there, you want to cancel them?
We got the airport side, we can cancel.
Let's see if we can get an ATIS over there.
Alright, good night.
135.25. 135.32. Nothing? Oh man, maybe it'll come in soon. Let's try again. I heard the X-plane version, but I'm not interested. Cold Fargo, yeah, it does its own. How come that you don't have the affiliation stuff? Oh, I don't know. I qualified for it a long time ago, but I don't know. I just never activated it. Alright, so we're coming up on Blackfoot now. Well, I think it is. Let's see if we can see their airport. Yeah, here's Blackfoot Airport right there. Town of Blackfoot. I'm pretty sure Idaho is a covered airport. Hold on. Was it 135.32?
Dallas 4703, Phoenix Tower, right 25 right, clear line 12407.
No, I just have.
Thank you, Alpha, taxi around ahead or Main Street. Thank you, Alpha, taxi straight ahead.
Well, in the meantime, we'll at least 1004. Let me double check. Maybe it is. Hey. Yeah, it is an airport that they use. It's not listing it. Sometimes it still plays it even though it doesn't list it here, but whatever. Alright, traffic pattern altitude, it's calling 1,000 feet. Timer. Mature Gamer, have a great one, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Enjoy that caravan flight when you get around to it.
Looks like it's going to pass through within about the next 20 minutes. Do you want me to hold you somewhere, or do you want to just go in now? Okay, 34 Juliet, finding 340, they're going to final descent of maintain 4,000.
Let me just see where I want to stay more, the road or the river. The road will take us like, oh, both of them will take us. Alright, Idaho Falls Tower, 18.5.
Over 34 Juliet, heading 40, descend to 4,000.
Try that ATIS one more time. .005. Alright, so let's see. So we passed here. So I guess it'd be about 15 miles maybe, I'm guessing. There's the town of Shelley. Do I see the town of Shelley? Shelley, they're more on the river. So that's got to be it over there. Right there. Alright, so I'm going to give him a call. What do they go by? Idaho Falls Tower. All right. Idaho Falls Tower. Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo, approximately 12 miles to the south-southwest of 7,500 inbound to land. Let me just double check this. Maybe they're not an airport, and I thought they were though. Oh, look at that. Maybe they're not. I guess they're not. Never mind then. Forget it. Alright. Forget that. We'll just treat it like a CTAF then. So we're going to land on 3-5. There's no right pattern air runways. And actually, the winds were 100 at 4. So we'll take runway 17. So do left pattern around 17. Okay, there's the big runway right there. And we gotta get down to 50. $5,700. The drag manipulator is very strange. Oops. Alright, so the river will kind of take us around where we need to go. So we'll basically continue flying around there. Oh, that's cool, Iowa. They're going to go. How many years, if you don't mind sharing, will the reunion be? How many years out of high school? I have track IR. I haven't set it up on my new TV. Curious how well it'll work because it's going to be like well above my head. A flight sim pilot, the F33A. '40th, nice. Oh, that's great that you went to it, yeah. Well, that's cool. Alright, so there's Idaho Falls. Clean. Well, like I'm transmitting it in You mean like just the overall image? I'm transmitting in 1080p. I guess that might help. Alright, so here's 3-5, but we're gonna come around and land 1-7. Oh, the haze. Actually, I usually will have a lot of haze at times. It just happens to be a clear night. I'm using Active Sky. I am using a X-Vision preset that does still generate a good amount of haze at times, but yeah. Let's let the speed bleed off some more. I mean, it's pretty flat ground right now, but you can see haze in the distance against the mountains. Okay. Idaho Falls traffic, Greenway Bonanza, 5769 Bravo's entering left downwind, runway 17, Idaho Falls. Let me just line this up on 17, I guess. Alright, so there's a runway right there. We're beam. A little too close. Ended up overshooting. Idaho Falls traffic, Greenway Bonanzas, turning left base. 17, Idaho Falls. And Idaho Falls traffic, Greenway Bonanza turning final, 17, Idaho Falls. We ended up overshooting a little. I thought I was going to undershoot, and then I ended up overshooting. So everything in their little ortho square is like totally hand placed. Uh-oh. We're not slapping in time. Although they need to fix their taxi light placement here. Idaho Falls traffic, Greenway Bonanzas exited 17, Idaho Falls. Excuse me. Alright, we'll check out check out a replay in a minute. Let's see, so we should what is the after landing checklist on this? Landing lights, taxi, okay. Landing, taxi, price strobe. Flaps up, right? You already did that. Trim and 0. And cowl flaps are still open. Alright, cool. Oh, that's cool. So oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, yeah. But that's awesome because obviously those are the kids you grew up with, so you go back to that school instead of the, you know, ones that you met for that 1 year. There's a pretty cool hangar up here. We'll pull up and up near. I'll show you guys around the airport once we park. Yeah, there's like building over here on the right. Oh, look, there's a caravan, too. Too bad Mature Gamer wasn't here to see it. That would have been like the icing on the cake. Alright, that's coming off. That. We were a little off in the parking. I can never nail that little line. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Maybe. Alright. I see. I'm so glad that this airplane does not have a full glass. It'd be cool if they gave the option, but I'm really happy with the 6-pack. I'm more of a round dial guy. This is Turbulent Designs, Idaho Falls. Am I seeing things? Am I looking at this incorrectly? To go to the left, right, if I make a left, I'm facing 170, I would be taking off on runway 17. But it says 35 on the right. Shouldn't that be on the left? Yeah, it's reversed. See, it's correct over here. Or do they don't mark it that, right? This should be flipped over. There's a few mistakes on this airport. That's the weird thing about it. It's like amazing detail, but attention to detail got screwed up along the way. Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, I don't blame you. That's probably that's the only reason why I don't have that airplane, really, is I'm not that big on... I think the technology of glass cockpit stuff is great, and if I had my own airplane, I'd probably want that, but in the sim, I just like these old planes a lot more. Oops. Getting like some kind of crosswind because the airplane's hard to hold straight. Courtesy of laminar ground handling characteristics. Alright. Nobody's coming. Nobody's there either. Do I accidentally turn the rudder with the joystick? What do you mean? I mean, that's the point of having the twist grip, is that you can turn the rudder. Not in flight. Like, I've never had it happen where I'm flying and I went to pull back or roll left or right and accidentally deflected the rudder. I have not had that happen. If that's what you're asking, then no. Hey, Abagusta, how's it going, man? How you been? Trevor, no. I mean, unless it's that one that he made. It's the same guy that made that insane short takeoff landing airplane. Is that based on a Lancer? Oh, yeah, that thing is insane. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, this is a pretty cool flight. We took off out of Friedman Memorial before and flew down to here, Idaho Falls, and now we're just going to take a quick hop over to Jackson Hole. So yeah, watch the VOD later. You should see some nice scenery overall. So there's the airport we just took off from. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're currently on the Snake River right there. And we're basically kind of coming back up this way through the town. You should see this Route 26, I guess, branching off to a heading of about 050. Excuse me. Oops. And it was like basically right near the airport. So I have a feeling that maybe that's it right there. Or there. Oh, we gotta go. Alright, what's my heading? Let's just turn 050 and make sense of it then. Okay, so we have a pretty major highway going up this way, and then another smaller road going that way. And this road looks like it's going about north. So I think this is the road that's going. See, here's the north VOR, magnetic arrow going north, and this road is going roughly that way, and then this is going even further that way toward the mountains. And that's what we want. We want the road that's kind of taking off and going toward those mountains. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I don't. It is, from what I've seen though, it is a pretty nice tool. A lot of people like it quite a bit. You went from K-San to Florida in 2 days. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Wilga. Yeah. Oh, okay. No kidding. I would imagine it's on his YouTube channel, right? I gotta check that out later. Okay. Oh yeah, then if you need a tool that's going to help you out with that, that's the one to check out. Yeah, we never put on our strobe or landing light. Okay, we're coming up on 9,500. And we're going to keep an eye out for, I guess it was follow the road. It's going to eventually turn us about 080. And then back down this way. 120 or so. Wind turbines here, 3D ones, and in the ortho, here's a 3D one, here's a 3D one. It's kind of cool to see how some of them are perfectly placed and others are just skipped. You can already see the Tetons up there, man. Those are just crazy. This is a 17. Although when we get near the airports, they're 18. But this is an area of 17. Excuse me. Hold on one sec. Alright, sorry. I think this is the road we're supposed to turn down. Because otherwise we're going to, let's see, 050. I don't know. Did we see this lake? Maybe that was it. I don't know. We're just gonna turn. Either way, Jackson Hole's on the other side of that ridge because you can see that mountain peak right there. We're gonna get there one way or another. And this looks like a very nice way to follow. Uncle Jesse, what's up, man? Yeah, for sure. It's like, ugh. The old versions of the Coronado before version 11 wouldn't let you open the window in flight. It would actually, if you did the takeoff roll with the window open, it would close it for you. It's kind of weird, right? They're like, yeah, we don't think you want to do that, so we won't let you. I mean, can't you just feel the fresh air already? Bring our engine monitor back up. Where was it? It was here. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of that now that I said it. Cool. Alright, so we're just gonna like kind of cruise up over this way. See, I think this is the Snake River here. Kind of comes right along there. Then it slices across here with this open area away from these mountains, closer to the road, and then it goes into this lake. So as long as there's a lake at the end up here, then we did correctly. Because there is the road. Here goes the river. Yeah, it's looking really cool. So if we have a quick look at the chart, if we come up around here, the peak's at 9,200, we're at 9,500, the river's at 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, 65, 84. You know, we should be able to do this all at 9,500. But, we could take it up to 11.5. See how it looks. Yeah, Kelvo. Alright, so there's the water body that we're looking for. So we'll take it to the ends, and then we'll follow Snake River up this way. And Jackson Hole's in here, but we're going to enjoy the kind of cruise around before we get there. really got to switch over to that left tank. I think somehow I never started my timer, so. Nice down some, yeah, it's some great stuff. Temperatures about 1 degree Celsius. And supposed to be at -4, so we are a little warmer than standard. Let's go ahead and put in maybe they can put in their menu the show engine monitor in the pull down instead. Alright, that works. I got a couple little clouds down there. Little ortho weirdness there. Alright, so at the end here, we were thinking about turning up this way. So we'll see the Alpine Airport. So yeah, here ends right there. And here's the Alpine Airport right there. And then that turn is a heading of about, and down right there, at 063. Father, you still want to accidentally go down that one. But the road goes here. Actually, there's another little road that way too, so. So it's going to be down this. Alright, so I think we're good on. Yeah, so I think I just put the. Right up there. Look at these little hangars right down there. Should take off from there sometime. Land and take off from there sometime. Yep, you got it. U.S. Force, yep. Does a pretty nice job overall. Well, I should say a much better job than X-Plane does by itself. Mistake with that. And let's see. We're on Pilotage, so we might as well give him a call. Towers on 1807.
Whiskey after approaching localizer D vehicle.
And then let's listen to their ATIS. 126.25.
Short instruction. Advise on initial contact. You have information. India.
India.
Jackson HOLE Airport. ATIS information. India. 0456 Zulu. Wind 050 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 11. Dew point 6. Altimeter 3016. Arriving and departing runway. Visual approaches in use. Read backhaul runway assignment and hold short instruction. Advise on initial contact. You have information. India. Jackson HOLE Airport. ATIS information. India. 0456 Zulu. Wind 050 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 11. Dew point 6. Altimeter 3016. Arriving and departing runway. Visual approaches in use. Read back.
Well, I'm going to assume he's meaning runway 1. I just can't hear it.
Contact. You have information.
What was it? India, right? Yeah, look at those mountains right there. Going to turn that way, but I'm going to go straight ahead one more ridge over and have a look at that.
Spring clearance, Falcon 56, D1 Golf with Golf like 65 on flags.
Golf, space clearance gravy, Flagstaff Airport, string 6 departure, vector.
RC Flyer, what's up, buddy?
Maintain 10,000, squawk 5670.
Zeroy, how's it going? Thanks for following.
681 Golf, with to Flagstaff asphalt, climb maintain 10,000, 567 the box.
Okay, 1 Golf, read that correct. Airbus 2 Alpha Whiskey, flighting 050, descend to maintain 14,000.
Hey, with the eye, Hammerstand. Hey, guys. So now the trees are filling in over a little too much of the rock. Alright, let's make the turn. Let's try 330 initially or so. Oh, nice. How did it go? Very cool. What were the cloud ceilings today? It did get overcast for a while, unless you flew early or after dark. Okay, the airport's over there. We are to the south. Jackson Tower, Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo VFR, 11,500 inbound to land, located about 7 miles south. I'm guessing, maybe less. Let's see what he says.
Number 576 Tango Bravo, Jackson Tower. Report a 3-mile final, runway 1.
Okay, report a 3-mile final to runway 1. Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo. Alright, so what we need to do is first start getting down.
November 3 Alpha Whiskey, turn right at 8170, intercept the localizer.
I'm gonna guess that 3 miles is about maybe where that hill is.
Yeah, the hours south, Delta.
Let's see if we can figure that out.
Short 165 for departure.
See that little right there, that little hill. Let's see.
Clear for takeoff 165.
GPS it. That's 5 miles. So as we turn and line up, we'll call in.
400 till staff, localizer, clear localizer, D vehicle.
I'm assuming at this. Unless there's another one. No, that's the biggest one. You have to increase that descent rate, guys. You have to start chewing that bubble gum a little harder. Flew from 12 to 3, cool. 8,500 to get above. Okay. Interesting. That must have been exciting.
Rings around south in the 5681 Golf at Colorado Jet Center with call for a taxi. 35 left.
For 5681 Golf, strings ground on 35 left, taxi via Alpha.
35 left, yeah, Alpha 1 Eagle.
Let's get off autopilot.
Airbus 2 Alpha Whiskey, connect tower 18.85. Three Alpha Whiskey. Tower 15, clear to land, wind 2009. Delta 528, connect March.
Going to departure 528.
I bet that river's about a 3 mile. We'll call it over the river. Got 4 white pappy lights there. That's alright. At this speed, at this descent rate, we'll get on it.
Delta 528, Seattle departure at a contact, climb maintain 15,000.
Tossed around a little bit more now. Jackson Tower, Bonanza 576, Tango Bravo, 3 mile final for runway 1.
Number 6, Tango Bravo, runway 1, clear to land, wind 050 at 6.
Clear to land, runway 1, Bonanza 576, Tango Bravo. Put in notch flaps. Gear. Landing flaps. This thing can get really dirty.
Delta 528, connect Seattle Center 126.6.
0506. Well, that's at the surface though. We might be a little stronger up here.
Delta 28 TL Center, climb and maintain 50370.
A little slow. Would have rather been at 80 crossing, but that's alright. Probably should have put it down sooner and then just turned off at the first turn off there, but that's alright.
Springs Tower, Falcon 5681 Golf, ready to go, 35 left.
Number 5681 Golf, Springs Tower, wind chill 7006, 35 left, clear for takeoff.
35 left, clear for takeoff. 81 Golf.
6 Tango Bravo, taxi the Alpha, the ramp, this frequency.
Okay, to the ramp, this frequency, 6 Tango Bravo.
Frequency. Airbus 3 off the Alpha, the ramp, the main frequency.
This is a GPB airport. I guess we could pull in through here and take a cruise by some of the jets.
Number 81 Golf, verified transponder 1C, contact departure.
Order departure, 81 Golf.
Number 5681 Golf, Springs departure, radar contact, verified transponder 1C. Number 5681 Golf, roger, and stay on altitude. Number 81 Golf, roger, call maintain 16,000. Number 81 Golf, pursue direct Sea-Lay.
Alright, see how we did this time.
127.02.
Ooh, look, we got it. Pretty good there, pretty good. Not too bad.